Hi everyone and welcome to 16 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the newly announced HotToys 1/6 scale range trooper from Andor. This is not limited. You will not have to join the queue for it. You will not have to go in for the 6 scale collector Sideshow battle royale for it. It's just a regular release. Just before I go on any further on this, let's just take a look at this tab here. So this is the Sideshow tab. On the left, you have Range Trooper 6 scale figure, and it says waitlist open. It's $280. That was the first release of this, and yeah, it is a release. It was one of those quick ones. It was an exclusive. It was put up for pre-order, and then like a week later or something like that, or a few weeks later, you had the blogger photos. It was limited to 2,500 pieces, and then yeah, it was released. And that was it. It was like the quick release ones. It was branded Solo, I believe. I just want to click in and make sure that I have that information correct. So if I look down through this, 2,500 pieces. I thought this was, yes, from Solo, a Star Wars story. Okay, so this one, the one on the left, was branded Solo, a Star Wars story. An exclusive limited release to 2,500 for $280. And on the right, you have the one that is branded Andor. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it is branded Andor. I'm not going to describe anything that happened in Andor season 1, 2, and 3, or sorry, episodes 1, 2, and 3, which I watched and I loved. If you're watching this, it's now 6:44 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time in just under, okay, at the time I'm recording this, basically I'm doing an Andor kind of full-on spoilers stream for the first live stream later on for the first 3 episodes. So yeah, so 2 range groupers. They're basically the same thing. I know there are some weathering differences, but the one on the left was limited to 2,500 pieces. It's $280. It's waitlisted, and that is actually announced and also released. The one on the right is branded Andor. It's $275. It's $5 cheaper. And from what I understand, I think it comes with a little more. So I'm just going to click in here before giving me my thoughts. And I don't have this range trooper, by the way. And I'll explain why I didn't get it. Okay, so this is the kind of the slide that shows everything you get for the original range trooper. And then this one is the one that went up for pre-order today. It was announced kind of earlier on today or last night or whatever. So this is the cheaper one that's branded Andor, which comes with the bazooka. Let's just see everything that it comes with. Okay. So this one, the one that is waitlisted, you got the boots that they used in the heist scene, that kind of very futuristic train to magnetize to the top of the train. Very cool. And they actually do magnetize, because I saw that photo going around the internet when this was released where people were putting it on the side of a car. So it comes with a base, from what I can see, 6 hands. I wonder if that must be 6, and then the 2 it has maybe 8 hands. It comes with a white gun and boots with mechanical details. And faux fur collar. That's the Solo one that was allegedly 2,500 pieces. And this one here is the Andor one, which if you get the first edition exclusive, you'll still get the Gription boots. It's G-R-I-P, Gription. Yeah, it must be Gription boots. I presume that's how you pronounce it. It still comes with the same white gun, and it comes with the bazooka. And it's $5 cheaper. This is the better release, and it's not limited. Okay, so there's 3 things I want to do. I want to talk about my own opinions. I'm going to get this or not, and why I didn't get the other one. Then I want to talk about the whole limited thing, and then I want to talk about, have a look at the actual figure. Really, really quickly. I didn't pick up the one from Solo, a Star Wars story. I am a trooper collector. The troopers that I have come from either Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, original trilogy obviously, and Rogue One, because I love all those IPs. Now the Solo, a Star Wars story, I didn't hate it. I think it's a bloody good movie. It's just, I don't know, maybe it came out at the wrong time. I watched it and I was like, I actually really like this. There were parts I didn't like, but I didn't think it was a bad movie. There was some of the coolest trooper designs in it. This one of them, and the Mud Trooper, another one. The Mud Trooper was one of those ones that was like a I think it still is quite hard to get, and or maybe a kind of a grail. I'm not sure if it's still a grail, but there was a time where the Mud Trooper was harder to get, and it was higher. It was increasing in value. So when I saw the first Range Trooper, the one from Solo, the one that was limited to 2,500, I thought it looked epic. But I went, you know what, I can't actually get it. In the same way that those Commandos, I think Storch and all those other ones that they teased recently at a Star Wars Celebration, there's like 4 of them, I think. I think they're some of the coolest looking trooper designs I've ever seen. But they're not from a brand, a Star Wars movie or TV show that I love, so therefore I'm not going to get it. Might seem a bit unusual, even though I like the design, but it's that whole thing. Like, this is something that I've done for years. I don't collect things that just look cool. Okay, it has to be, yeah, if something looks cool, it's fine. It has to be from a movie or TV show that I really, really love. You know what I mean? So like, it has to be, you know, yeah, I want the design of the outfit to look great, like this Range Trooper. Did I love a Solo Star Wars story? No, I didn't. I thought it was a good movie. I actually want to rewatch it because all this hype about the Range Trooper going, you know what, I want to actually rewatch that, because I remember thinking, this wasn't bad. I know that was a good movie, but I need to watch it again to see. But my point is, I didn't collect, or don't collect, figures from Solo, a Star Wars story. Now, when I saw it turn up in Andor, and that's not a spoiler because this one here is branded Andor. We know it's in Andor Season 2. I'm not going to explain how or what it is, because that would be a spoiler. I will later on in the spoiler stream. But I was like, brilliant. Okay, it's in the way I collect, and I'm not saying the way I collect is right. It's bloody right for me, and you know, people do their own different ways. It keeps me, it keeps me sustainable and in the hobby. These little parameters that I set for myself, having to love the character, or love the design of the character, to love the TV show or movie that it comes from, and love that particular version of the character and stuff like that, and asking myself questions like, will you like this in 10 years time? Will you, is this going to stick around in 10 years time in the collection, or 5 years time, you know, at the least. But the troopers that I have, I'm looking at them here, I have them displayed on top of a shelf here, and they just look epic together. You know, they're from all different sorts of, there's from Rogue One, they're from original trilogy, they're from Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, like I said. I do have 2 prequels, one, it's Cody and the Clone Pilot, absolutely epic. And there was a time when I was like, man, this Range Trooper, I might actually go and get it. But I said, you know what, it's not from, yeah, a TV show I like or whatever like that, or movie I love, whatever. But I do love Andor. And I saw this, and when I saw this, I was like, that's a figure. And we all do it. We collect our brain. We do it. There's a few other things that I'm not going to go into. I will later on in the show, the live stream, the spoiler, Andor Season 2, Episode 1, 2, 3 spoiler live stream we're doing later on. But yeah, there's a few other things I'm thinking, okay, that's a possibility of a figure. So when I saw this, I was like, brilliant. Yeah, that's in the bag. So yeah, that's why I didn't get the first one. This is branded Andor. Green light here. I am a trooper collector. I think this is actually the better of the 2, because it's $5 cheaper and it comes with more. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I can understand how people might be a bit annoyed with that. The fact that this one is $5 cheaper and comes with the bazooka and a bit more. However, this is kind of expected. This isn't new. They've done this before with loads of different releases as well. Apologies for quick interruption to this video. If you're watching this video right now, hit the like button, and more importantly, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel, and the support is greatly appreciated. Back to the video. I'm not talking about, say, the likes of the Beskar Mandalorian, you know, the HotToys 1/6 scale Beskar Mandalorian they did for, like, was it season 1 of the Mandalorian, and then just as people are receiving that figure, announcing or putting up the Chrome Mando one, like the one I have behind me there, or the DX-19, and then upgrading it with an armory, and then bang, before while the armory is still on pre-order from the Dark Knight Rises, then putting up for pre-order the one from the Dark Knight. I'm not even talking about that. Like, we've seen things like the Churro Spider-Man, whatever, from the park. It was like this exclusive, and everyone was chasing it, and then they just put it up for general release. It was missing the churro. And I mean, in this case, this is kind of like the opposite of that. So I can kind of see why people have been annoyed. But at the same time, it's like they do this over and over and over again. They're doing it right now with the Anakin. They have the Artisan light side, fine, it's limited to 4,000. Now they haven't called it Dark Side Anakin, they've called it Anakin, they've called it Darth Vader. And they've limited that to whatever, 1,000, 1,500, I can't remember. But they're going to do that again. So like, this is just the company. This is what they do. They don't care about your thoughts. They don't care about your opinions. They probably should, because essentially we're paying their bills. But they make these molds, they put the R&D into it, and then they want to drain every single last dollar out of it. That is the game. I mean, every time I buy something, I know, because they have literally taught me over, like I got my first 2 figures in 2009, 2010. It was the TMS157 and 68. It was one of the earlier Heath Ledger Jokers from The Dark Knight, and it was a Dark Knight branded Batman, but it was the Batman Begins style suit that he has at the start of The Dark Knight. MMS67, 68. They're sold on because superior versions are out there. Like even the that terrible MMS595 from Batman Begins, like they just still haven't got it right. I have that here with the Jackson Jew cowl and the OT Customs cape, and it still looks a lot better than the MMS67 or 68. I can't remember which one was Batman. But my point is, they're always going to do better versions. And sometimes we upgrade and sometimes we don't. This is the exact same thing. The exclusive banner, I've said this for years, it doesn't mean anything. It's a word they slap on things, and then they, you know, put it out there with a limited amount, or 2,500 or 4,000, and sometimes, yeah, we don't see those figures again. But sometimes we see things like this. It's not the first time they did something like this. It's not going to be the last. Was it recently they had oh my god, there was some figure recently, I think it might have been a trooper. Was it something like it was something, what was it, Scorch, or was it Scorch? Didn't they have one that was limited and one that was non-limited or something like that? Oh, I probably remember after the video. Anyway, so yeah, look, this is just what they do. This shouldn't be a surprise to us. It means nothing, the limited nature. They'll just do another little version and add on an accessory, or leave out an accessory, or switch the artisan to sculpted hair or whatever. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So not surprising. Works out super for me. And yeah, like, what are you gonna do? So let's take a look at it. We have, right, so everything that it comes with. So it comes with the Gription boots, the first edition exclusive, interchangeable Gription option. So if you get the first edition exclusive, you're going to come with the boots, the magnetic boots, the same as the first Solo branded one has. And then it comes with a bazooka, comes with the white gun, the same as the Solo story. I think the weathering is different. Ian, actually, Agent Silver Fox, he has 2 of the limited ones from the Solo one. And I was talking to him earlier on, and he was saying he's still getting this one. And he was like, look, just par for the course, just the way she goes, as Ben Thomas would say. But anyway, look, this looks great. Let's go through it. So $275. I want to actually check. I'll go into these photos. These are better. But before I do, I want to actually check, when is this due to drop? Man, it's next year. That's mad. So in April 2026, I'd say that will come out before the schedule. Okay, first thing I'm noticing is the scratches and the dirt and the weathering on the mask itself. I like the kind of, looks like a whiny red visor underneath that. Good bit of weathering there in the chest plate. You got the faux leather collar. The coat or jacket or material they're using is a bit of faux leather, looks like on the wrist as well. I like the weathering on the gloves. Bazooka looks cool. It's not just a straight matte black. There is bits it's weathered to make it look like there's kind of some scratches and, you know, metallic parts of it. You'd have to pose them with the bazooka in one way or another. Yeah, all these poses would be more than acceptable. That's pretty cool, yeah. I'd have to use the bazooka. I'd have to. Very cool. I think there's one where he has the bazooka and the gun. That might be a bit much for me now. Cool pose. But I wouldn't use the base, so I'd have to do them with a slightly different, but I like that. I like the lean forward. Just like to see the straight line from his right ankle all the way up to the head. I like that. I think it just looks well. Something like this, I like that too, because you're incorporating the blaster as well. You're incorporating both things. If I can, I'll try and pose him. I want the figure to look natural. That's the main thing. So it has to be like in a natural pose. It should stand kind of like the character would stand in the movie or the TV show. But I do like incorporating accessories as well. So I think this is pretty cool as well. I like that. Even just the kneeling down poses look really well, especially if something as huge as that bazooka. Yeah, look, this is... look, I like the first one, but as Mike would say, Thrawn's office, he has to put guardrails on his collecting. I did that as well, but I put rules on my collecting just to keep me honest, because, like, let's face it, you're going to run out of space. Space is a premium. Space and money are the two enemies of collectors, and space, like, you're always maybe 2 weeks or a month away from your next paycheck, but your space is fixed. And even though, as much as I like these troopers when they're branded solo, I could barely remember them from the movie, to be honest. But now that this is not branded solo, it's branded Andor, and I've seen it in Andor, even though just for a small amount of time. Yeah, I really like it. I like the last ones too, but hey, look, this is $5 cheaper. Comes with the bazooka, and that is the scene which I will associate it with. So yeah, look, I'm really happy with this. No, a lot of people aren't, but this is just HotToys being HotToys. This is what they do. Anything. There's nothing immune from a 2.0 or a reissue. Doesn't matter what it is. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred. And it doesn't matter about these exclusive bandages or badges they're slapping on. Bandages. Badges that they're slapping on these things. That's just the way it goes. And to be honest, it never really bothered me. I don't collect for the exclusive nature of things. I don't collect to have the thing, oh, I have this and you don't have this, haha. I don't collect to resell. I just collect because I really, really like or love the designs. Well, first of all, the source material, the movies, the TV show that these things are based off. I appreciate the design that goes into, from like the concept art stage up until bringing it all the way through the different development stages to the screen. And then, of course, obviously HotToys work to recreate that design that was on screen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's things in my collection which maybe they're grails now, like I know the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi from A New Hope. The DX13 was already degrailed with the DX46, and look, I'm picking that up as well. There's the Mark 6, same thing happened recently. I could go through like a bunch of them. I had the other Mandalorian, the Beskar Mandalorian, now that's the chrome one. Sometimes I upgrade, sometimes I won't. Like the Mark 6 is the old Mark 6, the still diecast one, still looks the bomb, and I don't see a reason to upgrade. Although I really, really like the gantry it comes with. Yeah, so look, this, I'm happy with this. It's Trooper, it's from a source material I like. Tick, 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 tick. It's $5 cheaper than the other one. I don't have to go into a battle royale to get it. I'm happy, I'm getting it. That's it. That's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know if you're picking this up or not, or if you're devastated that this has happened or not. Yeah, consider becoming a channel member. We are giving away a brand new inbox Artisan Anakin Skywalker on the Hope Show, and we have a date. It's on Monday the 5th of May at 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, 3 PM East Coast, midday Pacific Standard Time. That is on Revenge of the 5th, May 5th. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning that particular figure, it's a giveaway. Just multiple different ways you can do it. You can leave it super thanks on this video. You can drop a super chat on any of the live streams, or you can become a channel member, be a channel member on the night of the giveaway, which is not that far away. It's a Monday week. You can also follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.